back to the episode of Emotionally Smart. I am Minty, and today we have with us Ms. Laveen, who is a psychologist and emotional intelligence trainer with Gift. So, Laveen, thank you so much for coming.
Hi Minty, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
So, Laveen, what kind of emotional challenges do you see in classrooms or in schools while talking with the students, and how gifts approach overcome this?
So Minty, I think kids nowadays they feel anxious, they have peer pressure, academic pressures, and they certainly also think about ending life. They're being bullied by their classmates. And when it comes to gift, I think emotional intelligence will teach them that they have strong, other than their IQ, their EQ also matters, because right now in today's generation we are too much focused about IQ, we forget EQ, we don't teach them EQ. So I think gift is focusing on their EQ, which is very important, and that will make them stronger individuals in life. They will understand what empathy is, which is very important. They understand sympathy, but we are lacking the generation into empathy, so I think gift will focus on
It's
that.
not only about your feeling as well as it is about the feeling of other person.
Yeah, I think it is about putting your feet in somebody else's shoes and understanding how this will go with others. So this is very important, because we are also telling them that other than these things, I understand people are having bad days, but when they go back to the class and they're very supportive to their classmates, and they come back home and they maybe narrate this, that oh, this has happened. So I think we as parents, we as teachers, or we as elders, we understand that we have raised good human beings in terms of emotional intelligence, and I think gift is doing that wonderful work with kids, and it is like an emerging branch also. So I think somebody should take this with kids, and I think we are taking
Right,
it forward.
I just absolutely agree with whatever you have said. So, Lovely, today we are tackling something which one of the other person is facing these tough days. Talk about when you do not feel like getting up from the bed or doing homework. It feels like climbing an Everest. If we think as a perspective of a student or a kid, or when you just lose game and you feel like that I don't want to continue game, I just want to quit there and then. So how do you think we should tackle these kind of situations?
So, Minty, I think when we talk about this people, children count in failure, but I think that's where the real motivation comes in, and we are teaching them that emotional intelligence is it's not about controlling your emotions, or you can't cry, because that's what we teach the kids, right? Don't cry. So I think this is bringing the fact back that emotions are valid. Any emotion is valid. If you're happy, that's valid. If you're sad, that's valid. If you're crying, even that is valid. So but there should be, you should understand, and you should know that this is a line of, and now I should be reaching for help or something. So I think the awareness is to give them motivation, to tell them that even if you don't feel like moving out of the bed someday, it is completely okay. And that is the message, that maybe it we earlier times we used to take a lot of time in telling the kids it's okay not to be okay, and now I think emotional intelligence से हम उनको बता रहे हैं that it's perfectly fine. Show up the way you want to. If your homework is not complete, or if you're not ready for an exam, emotionally be intelligent and just face it. Yeah, it's not something you have to do like hard work. Take it light and slow, and just trust the process.
Even you are angry on a certain situation, as I said that if someone loses a game, they feel like I want to quit, I don't want to play, because I can relate with, as a mother, I can relate absolutely with the situations like these when my daughter is playing and she's not winning. Mama, I'm not winning this game, I just don't want to continue. So yeah, so back to that, it is like you should at first understand the feeling. Okay, you are angry for a certain situation, or you are angry in a certain way. So that anger should not be for a longer period. You should aware how and when to come out from that particular feeling. I think that is how the emotion.
Yeah, I think, and as a part, like we're working with Gift, I think we are just giving them self-awareness also, and we are kind of giving them reflection of that they understand that I was angry for something, which is valid.
Yeah, because that's a human
Yeah.
feeling, right?
We are encouraging them that the kids understand that failure is not the end of the world, and we are motivating them. The next day will come out more brighter for you.
Right. Yeah. So teaching them in an early stage when they are kids and when they just start reacting on a certain situation. So it is always good to learn something in an initial stage so that once you'll be a grown up adult or once you become a leader, this is something gonna help you. So Laveen, can you just tell us or our listeners some story related to this situation which we have discussed, like about tough days?
Okay, so Minty, let me tell you a story. So I was in class 10th, and it was my pre-boards, and it was my math exam, and I got 5 marks out of 100. And so I remember I was like, oh, I have to go back home, and this is like pre-boards, and I will not even pass. And the teacher is scolding me, that, oh, you're such a bad child in class. It's got 5 marks out of 100. So I think these are the days where we feel like I don't want to get up. Maybe
I think we
yeah.
all have been there in a similar situation.
Yes, and I think that point of time in life, you should keep small tasks that keeps you going. Maybe start with some songs that you like, because you each day, bar the brain runs in that way, oh, I failed. But rather than just thinking that ways, we can be, oh, let me do something that is impactful in life. Let me just listen to a song that I like, maybe my favorite song, or maybe spiritually kids are connected these days. So I think that also kept me going, and somehow and I think that we are what we are right now, right? We've become successful in life. So I think this message, what I want to deliver to people is that even if you're failing, or even if by chance bullied happen, anything in life has happened, keep going and keep yourself positive and motivate your inner self. And that's the key of a successful life. There's no academic pressure of like I have to do it academically, I have to do it personally. There's no pressure. You are you, and that's, I think, the message.
So that is the the motivation we should find what we should do in that certain situation that help us to come out from that situation in a better way, and we just feel motivated and can work as a mood booster or mood.
Everybody's mood booster is a different way. People take it differently. For me, maybe listening to a song that time might have helped. For you, maybe playing with a pet will help, or maybe talking with your parents would help, or phone a friend would help. So I think everybody's having a different mood booster, and you should stick to your own mood boosters and not take it the other way people are taking. You should validate your own emotions, I think. So Mente, I'll tell you another story, and it's a real life thing. It's something not that we are plotting something to talk about. So there was a grade 11 girl, and she failed in an exam, and she came and she's like, I didn't get score well, and I think that the other one were bullying me, and I don't want to come to school. I want to continue my classes. My teachers are not treating me well because my marks are not that good, or I'm not like fine student. But if I used to see her, I told her, okay, you start journaling, start writing, or maybe start concentrating. Aap screen time zyada mat use karo. Focus well on the study, even if it's for 15 minutes, because we say that the attention span generally is 40 minutes, right? हम उससे ज़्यादा push भी नहीं करते हैं बच्चों को. So I told her that 15 minutes से start करो, and when the next semester came, she succeeded, and that's when I think the real motivation, or telling them that even if the biggest failure or a smaller failure, don't give up on days. Yeah? Just take it a part and parcel of life, and believe in yourself. I think that's the message I believe we should be giving each day to children. I understand that it's not possible for us to, as trainers, to deliver it to each and every child, but at least we can try our best that even one child taking it back home and coming back positive is the win to this.
Because not all days are the rainy days. That is what people say.
Yeah.
They're just saying, and We should definitely do not think that way. This is the end of every day is like different from each
Yeah.
other. We look at the past, so and we are in the present. So we can, whenever we do the comparison, it is like yeah, it is always good. अगर ऐसा हुआ है तो अच्छे के लिए हुआ है. That is how we can motivate ourselves.
Yeah.
To be a better.
Yeah, and I think also motivating them to be a better person. As trainers, we also realize that we are telling them to understand that this is not the end of the world. This, even more worse can happen certain days. Yeah, so I've seen certain kids in the school assembly, if the nails are not trimmed or maybe they're not wearing the appropriate dress, I see them anxious, their hands are shivering, you can just see sweating. There is visible things, and you tell them this is not the end of the world. It's a small episode in life, and just grab up yourself. It's okay. Say sorry. So I think this in this journey of emotional intelligence trainers in Gift, I think we are giving the generation coming up a lot of reasons to understand that they're different, and nobody is like same, and this is their normal to begin with.
So I believe the motivation is not about feeling bad. It is about come out from the tough situation in a better way.
And I think deal it with the way you want to deal it. Maybe the way you are feeling, the other person is not feeling that day. So
all
take
humans are different.
yeah. So I think this is the message, that you take it your way. If you're not feeling that way, for you it is climbing Mount Everest that particular day, just take it that way, and like just, take your emotions as they are and validate them your own selves. Maybe I understand there's a lot of other things we will continue in the coming session, but I think telling them each day that you're special and your normal is your normal is something that we are trying to deliver through the session. Yeah.
So Lovely, what is motivation as per you? In your, what is your definition? I want.
So, Minty, my definition would be it's like engine. It's like engine in a car, and it keeps you going even on bad and rough days. If you know that, yeah, I'll be able to do it. It's something, I think, delivering your own self messages each day. It's kind of standing in the mirror and telling, I'll be able to do it. No matter what people are thinking about me, मैं कर पाऊंगी या मैं कर पाऊंगा. I think that is motivation. It has certain different ways people take it on themselves. It can be self-awareness, it can be self-esteem, which the kids are facing issues. I think motivation is keeping yourself valued when you think that the others are not valuing you. I think that is like the real definition of motivation. The book says a lot of other things, but I think
Let me understand, there are basically two types of motivation. That is external motivation that comes from external factors, like somebody is praising you. Oh, you are looking pretty, or I like the color of your hair. So that gives you a motivation from external factor, because someone else is praising you and complimenting you, or maybe a reward, or maybe a prize you are getting in a certain competition. So that gives you external motivation. Then internal motivation, in which you get the feeling of motivation internally. Why I am doing this? Why it is gonna help me to be a better person? Why should I do this? Why should I not do that? So that comes the internal motivation. So out of these two, which is important as per you? I mean, I just want to.
So Minty, I think that internal motivation is something you can control, and you should keep it, because externally people would only motivate you maybe when they need something out of you. That is what peer pressure does. If I am liking your pencil, okay, and I need pencil from you, so I would just come and say, oh, aaj to your pencil is looking very good, so because I am extracting something out of you. And I think what we're delivering to the kids out right now is internal motivation. You know your value, you know why you're here and for what you're, even if maybe you get bullied, you have bad marks, you're not doing well in life, still the internal motivation should be you can control. Even if I understand that हम बच्चों को आजकल बोलते हैं रोना नहीं है, don't show up your ugly self to people, but also we are teaching them to maybe just take their inner self out. We have two selves, the inner and fake self. So I think the inner and true self should be out. And that's what internal motivation is all about. You can control it. If it's in your favor, please control it. If it's not your favor, then motivate your within self, your own inner self, and you can do anything you want to.
Absolutely. So internal motivation plays a major role in
Yes.
someone's life. This is something that comes from internally. That is something related to your feeling, how you're feeling in a certain situation right now,
Yes.
and how you can overcome that.
Okay, listeners, so let's do a task which is my why map. So in this, let's take a piece of paper and write down one thing we are struggling right now. Now it can be, I hate doing my homework, I hate going to school, I hate going to tuitions, I am missing my sleep. Anything that you are struggling with, or your screen time is too much and you can't concentrate on your studies, scoring less marks in your examinations. So I think you should comment down and let me know what you're struggling with, and that ways we will understand that what are the real issues kids are struggling these days.
Because your deepest why is your internal motivation, and that is the reason.
Minty, so I think that here we should also talk about how mood booster activities would help people. It can be listening to your favorite song, any song that we listen that is on loop maybe. It can be drawing or doodling. Again, here I'm not focusing on the screen time, or I'm not encouraging children to do screen time. I mean the literal doodling or drawing, which is a paper.
Right?
Yeah, sketch pens, color, watercolors, make your hands dirty, involve yourself into the process. I think that is like a, or even if you have a shoe rack, rearrange it. The almirah is little clumsy, arrange it. So I think that will give you motivations, and that's a natural mood enhancer. Do jumping jacks, any physical activity. If you are living in a smaller houses, skip rope or just walk through your balcony, see around, just stand outside, talk to somebody that you trust, maybe your parent, your sibling, call a friend, trusted people. And I think this phase, when we are talking about mood boosters, you should be, let me say, you should be active listener. Here you should be a patient sayer also, like just say yourself, and express the real you, even if it's crying for a while. I think that also adds. And this small exercises,
go inside the bathroom, cry, and then wipe your
and come back stronger self, so I think these are the mood boosters right now people are needing. And it can be also journaling, writing down the struggles of maybe 3 things that was most difficult to you in a day, and then in the night before going to bed, understand maybe 2 were just not that important and 1 is like very huge, and then just relax yourself, take up the mood booster. Also we can encourage students, I think, with the emotional first aid kit kind of a thing. You can just put things that you like, maybe a stress buster ball, write down things, paste picture maybe of your parents, your pet, your best friend, and just open that box. That is a mood booster. You'll understand why life is important, why your mood is this way, and how it will just change within like few minutes. Like take deep breaths, inhale, exhale, small exercises. I think are very.
I think this is a very good way to enhance your mood, and you should follow this activity. You have said so many activities like drawing or listening to music. We can pick any as per our stories and our situation. We can pick any of those and follow that. It's a good idea.
Yeah, correct.
So today's week challenge for mood booster is why you are feeling in a certain way. Write it down, a situation, how you are feeling, and just think about it. Why are you feeling that way? And then comment your answers in the comment section. Till then, stay calm, stay happy. We're gonna meet again for our next episode, which is about empathy, where we can talk about a very powerful topic, which is empathy. Thank you so much, Naveen, for coming today on this podcast and enlighten us with so many, life scenarios and activities and how to, be motivated and how to enhance our mood in a certain situation and in a certain way. I'm sure our listener also gonna relate with each and every scenarios or situations that we have discussed, and it's gonna help in a better way.
Thank you, Minty, for having me here. And I think that what you're doing is now teaching the kids to be emotionally smart also, because we always teach them to be intelligently smart and do academically well. So thank you for having me here. It was great.